First things first, before I continue on with this video, please look down below this video and you see where the subscribe button is, the little bell that's beside of it. Please click on that. YouTube is having this thing where they don't want subscribers to see when videos go up unless you click that bell. So it's been affecting not only my view count but other people's view count as well. So for me and your other favorite YouTubers, please click on that bell to make sure you know when a video is going up on my channel. Now, Gilmore Girls. I finished the Gilmore Girls revival last night, and I have some things to say about it. Now first, let me get this out of the way. Now let me say that this video is going to contain spoilers. Many spoilers. So I will not be offended if you leave this video until you finish the revival, okay? But come back to this when you're done with that revival. Now, I love Gilmore Girls. I love it with all my heart. Gilmore Girls is like my little baby, okay? I love it. It's like in my top 3 favorite shows. So I came into this revival excited as shit. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what Rory is up to. I can't wait to see if Luke and Lorelai are married. Are Jess and Rory gonna get a redo? Because I feel like they deserve one because Jess grew up. I know he did. But no. So let's just go down this list that I have, shall we? But fear not, this video will contain good things as well as bad things. This entire revival was not a complete flop to me. There were some things I genuinely very much loved. First of all, was I the only one to make Doctor Who jokes? Really crappy, terrible, not funny Doctor Who jokes. River's song is in this, hence the spoilers joke I was making, right? I'm hilarious, I know, stand-up comedian. And then you have Rory. Rory was the name of her dad. Amy is the writer. Amy Pond, Amelia Pond. Okay, no, I know that's not funny. Moving on. First of all, let's talk about Richard's death. The guy who plays Richard, he obviously died in real life. So I like that they kind of put that into the show, as sad as that is, instead of it just being like, oh, he's on this vacation for a whole year. Like, they took his death and then they put it in the show, which I think made it very genuine because that is what happened in real life. And the funeral broke my heart because you know that it was like a real funeral for him on the show. It was just that broke my heart. It was so well done and I teared up. I did. I really did. So Emily Gilmore, right? I am very anti-Emily Gilmore. As someone who has grown up with an abusive mom, I can see the signs from miles away, and Emily Gilmore is a very abusive mother who just loves to belittle Lorelai until she's like a little tiny pope. And I was hoping she would be redeemed. For most of it, she's not very redeemed, and she just continues to be the same old ways. Like, holy crap, just because Lorelai is not married, like, get the fuck over it. Honestly, like, Emily, your marriage wasn't perfect either. Your husband was away all the time. Please calm down and stop throwing your bitterness on Lorelai. I cannot stand it. There are some things about Emily that I like. By the time you get to the finale, when you get to fall, she redeems herself a little bit. But I don't trust it. Should the show continue after this continuation that has now ended? I don't trust it. I don't trust Emily Gilmore. But what I did like is that because it's on Netflix, they're a little more lenient about the way they write things. So they started to swear. They said shit and bullshit over and over. And Emily Gilmore just said bullshit so many times in that episode, and it was like honestly the best thing. And I feel like Emily Gilmore is more of a person that probably would swear when she's very angry, but obviously they couldn't do that on ABC Family because it's a family television show, right? So the fact that Amy was able to do that on Netflix was great. Now, I do like that Emily Gilmore finally just kind of like let loose a little bit. Like, she became more of her own person rather than just a part of Richard. So she, you know, moves away and she has a job now. She has a job. Like, holy crap, who the heck is Emily Gilmore, right? And she had a maid that she likes and she moved the maid with her, which is just strange to me. I still don't get it, but I kind of like it because it was just a little bit of relief from all the nonsense that we've had to deal with from Emily for years. But I still don't trust Emily. If we were to continue the series later, I mean, if you've seen the ending, then I don't trust that Emily isn't going to come up with more abusive things to say to Lorelai, right? Can we talk about the musical in the summer episode? What? Honestly, to me, what was the point of that? I don't get it. I feel like Amy could not figure out what to do with that episode, so she just threw in a pointless musical that took up, 15 minutes of the episode? What was the point of the musical? I don't understand. It wasn't required. There was no substance. What? Instead, we just had to listen to awful lyrics and dancing, and I just, no. Taylor, why? I know why Taylor did it. I want to know why the writer did it. Ugh. And let's talk about that ending, shall we? The final 4 words. Here I was expecting Rory Gilmore, Lorelai Gilmore Jr., to take a complete path different from her mother. No. The writer decides to go back to the very beginning of the entire series, and Rory Gilmore is pregnant and a single mother, and now she's going to live life as a single mother who doesn't have an actual job yet. Okay, she's a writer, whatever, but Amy, could you really not think of any other ending other than that? Why are we doing a loop-de-loop back to this? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I was to write a Rory Gilmore would not be pregnant, and she would not be going. It's like, if we continued it, are we just gonna get the same series that we watched before? To me, the revival felt like we just rewatched season 5. Was it season 5 and Rory has no job, she dropped out of school? It just feels like we watched season 5 all over again. And if I wanted to watch season 5, I'd go right back to season 5 and not watch this revival. And what was the point of Paul? Poor Paul. He was a plot device, and a crappy one. That Rory Gilmore has a problem with cheating on her boyfriends and being involved in affairs and being the other woman, right? But I cannot actually believe that Rory Gilmore would be in a relationship for 2 years and constantly forget she has a boyfriend. She treated Marty better than this guy, and she wasn't even involved with Marty for that long. Rory Gilmore just does not seem the type of woman to me to treat someone like they don't exist, literally. Like, she's always forget. I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me, and I feel like, and the show is okay with that. Like, they write it out that this big joke that you were forgetting about this, that you were in a relationship with someone for 2 years and you continue to string them along, and how I feel about Rory Gilmore's relationships is how I feel about Daphne from Switched at Birth and her relationship. Keep her single forever. Don't give her a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever. Send her to therapy and let her figure herself out. God, why is Rory Gilmore pregnant? I understand. Shit happens. I do. And pregnancy can happen anytime. But we went through this already. That was the whole point of this show. So why are we doing it? Why does it feel like we're gonna do this again? But there were good things, right? There were good things I loved about this. One, Kirk is still the same hilarious person. Lane, we got to see Lane's dad for the first time ever. That was pretty interesting, although it was only for 1 second, which was kind of a bummer. Jess came back. I love Jess. I love that there was no other affair happening with Dean. Dean is happy with his own life, which is great. That little joke that they do, you know, when Rory gets kissed by Dean for the first time and then she shoplifts the cornstarch, that was funny. I thought that was a great moment. And last but not least, Luke and Lorelai finally got married, thank goodness. Those final 4 words I thought were going to be Lorelai saying that she can't marry Luke. Because when she went on that trail, you know what happened in season 1 when she left? She left Max Medina. When she went to go on a vacation to bed and breakfast, she left Max Medina. So I was afraid when she was going to go on that trail that she was going to leave Luke. And I was just going to be so angry if that happened. More angry than I am now by this revival. Other thing I liked is that I feel like Lorelai and Emily let go of some things. You know, the whole, their dad and their husband dying, that stressed them out so much that finally, you know, like when she goes on that trail and she figures something out, she tells that monologue about her dad to her mother. That was great. It made me cry, honestly, because, yeah. I don't know. I honestly wish that the revival did not exist. I could have done without it. Should the show continue, I would probably watch it because I am still forever hoping that there's a redo between Jess and Rory. Because we know by now, Logan is her Christopher, and Jess is her Luke. And I don't know what Dean is. Dean is just whoever. Dean has his own happy life, which is great. Ugh. At the very least, could you, if you continue with Rory's legacy, can you make the kid a boy? Make it a little bit different. Yeah, okay. So let me know what you thought of the revival. I know lots of people loved it, and I wish I did too, but I can't. There were things I did love, but as a whole, I could have done without it. So let me know down below what you think. Maybe I'll give it another chance, but right now I'm gonna calm down. If you want to follow me on all of my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to support my content, feel free to be a patron on Patreon or go to Coffee. Patreon, you get perks like letters and gifts. With Coffee, it's more of a tip jar. I upload every Monday and Thursday unless otherwise stated, and I will see you later. Bye!